Good morning.
Morning too.
You good?
Yes.
Oh, can you introduce yourself for us today?
So my name is Margaret Ngatia. I'm a mental health advocate. Yes. And a mother of two.
Wow, that's great. Now, there's this organization that we have heard of
Mhm.
called Kizazi, and we have seen that you are the founder member of it.
Yes.
Uh, so I want us introduce briefly.
Yeah. Kizazi Wellness Hub is mental health initiative program that we started digitally, but at the moment we are able to do outreach programs with various communities on the ground.
Oh, thank you very much. So, what inspired you to start Kizazi?
Well, Kizazi was born from a personal experience and a profession, and being an individual with counseling psychology, a mental health advocate, and a mother, I have been able to see a lot of people struggle with mental health issues, and it has become the leading issues on the ground. So I grew an urge to create safe space for people. And fortunately, I was able to get a team to work with me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What are the problems that as Kizazi want to come and give solutions to the society, in our society today?
Okay. In our society, I've noticed that people are going through a lot. Like basically, you find that there is a lot of lack in psychosocial support, and there is lack of awareness about mental health. So when we do a lot of mental health advocacy, we basically focus on creating awareness about mental health because I've realized that there's a gap in that. Also, we are working with the people on the ground to make sure that they are getting the information that they need. Also, we are mentoring the people on the ground. Also, the people on my team, they have come together with various skills, which of course will be impactful to the community on the ground. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And saying that, what's the long-term vision, or you just want to start it for a few months or few years, or do you have a long-term vision for it to overtake or to take it?
Actually, we have a long-term vision. Of course, Kizazi is here to stay because, like I said, mental health has become a leading factor in our society right now. And the fact that most people don't understand how what mental health is all about, I feel like we should actually have this program going for quite a long time. So basically, what we'll be doing is that we'll be having projects that will be helping people, or as we empower the people on the ground, they will come on board and get to benefit from some of those projects. Um, Also, we'll be offering like quality counseling and affordable counseling services. We'll also be having workshops and trainings as an empowerment, because we are planning to have an empowerment center where we can do that. Also, we'll be having also support groups, because a lot of times you find that we lack psychosocial support on the ground. Um, Also, we'll be having to work, because we are focusing on working with some schools, a lot of schools actually. We'll be having mentorship programs for the schools where we can be able to reach to our young generation, because Kizazi is all about generation. Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good idea. And what do you define success as Kizazi? What is success as Kizazi?
Okay. Success is not about the numbers. Success is more about the impact that you've created. So for me to say that Kizazi has been successful so far is by listening to the feedback that we are getting. As I stated earlier, we started as a digital in the digital platforms where we have been creating impact, doing mental health advocacy. We have also been psychoeducating people, and by virtue of that, I've had to listen to a few feedbacks, which actually has been motivating us, and people have been able to find help, like seek help. That is therapy, of course, and also, hearing them building their emotional resilience. They are also able to work on their relationships, and also, be able to get some skills like, assertive skills, communication skills. So such feedback for me is success. And everybody who has been part and parcel of that, for me, I look at them and I'm proud of them. Yep.
Wow, so it's a growing thing that you have people in board. They're not doing it alone as Kizazi.
No, no, no. I have a whole team behind that. And I hope one day I'll be able to introduce them. But yeah, I have a whole team that is working with me, because this is not a one person thing. Yeah, we are a whole team, a family, a community.
Oh wow, big up to the Kizazi people. They are watching us. Now, what are the main programs currently being implemented as Kizazi, the current programs?
So at the moment, the programs that we have ongoing, we have been reaching out to different communities. Like right now, we have an ongoing program with a rescue center. I will not mention it as of today, but yeah, we'll be working with them for quite some time. Also, we have been reaching out to some few areas like churches, and yeah, we have a lot of feedback from them. So actually, you'll be seeing a lot of work from us, yeah, and also some schools which we'll be visiting soon. Yeah, so basically, we'll be working with the vulnerable communities from who require this kind of services, which I think is almost everyone. Because also I have some people from the healthcare centers who have already reached out. We're gonna be slaughtering them in in our calendar.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, what is a program that has created impact so far?
Well, I think the digital platform has been the biggest, impact, because that is actually where we started the whole thing. So the kind of work I've been doing there is more of psychoeducation. Like I've been creating awareness about mental health, and that one I've gotten a lot of feedback. I can mention a few, but for that I also, because of the aspect of consent, I will not mention them here today. But hopefully one day they'll come and bring their testimonials and feedbacks here with us. But yeah, creating awareness and mental health advocacy in digital platform has been very impactful, because again, where we are at right now as a society, I feel like we are more digital right now, and that one has been our biggest impact. And now, because this thing started as an idea, so when we started going to the ground, we've been getting positive feedback. So that has also been motivating the Kizazi Wellness team. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's inspiring me as the host. I'm feeling overwhelmed. How do you identify communities or groups that need this support, or the psychosocial support, or the mental support? How do you identify such?
Well, actually, as for me, I feel like everybody needs this, because mental health is basically how we live our lives, how we reason, how we move, how we process things. So I think everybody requires this. But again, like I said, people have limited understanding or resources when it comes to mental health, or creating awareness about mental health. So for me, to be able to have or to reach out to more people, I tend to listen to the community, what their needs are all about, and then I try to go to the ground and see if we can secure some partnership or do some piloting programs with them. That is basically volunteering. That is what we've been doing with my team. So we've been approaching a couple of places like schools, churches, rescue centers, and of course, by virtue of how we are presenting Kizazi, I think a lot of people need this. So that is how we are factoring in. Those ones who have given us feedback actually is by virtue of creating that awareness. And I think everybody needs this. Yeah.
So, to the community, which are the future programs you are yet to introduce to them?
Well, like I said, the programs that will be coming as we continue to go, because you're still a young organization. Most of the things that they should look out for that we'll be planning for them is more training and workshop for, for the community. Also we'll be having a lot of partnership with the with different, community leaders, because again, we have to work with other NGOs and community-based organizations. Those are CBOs actually. We also, be working with schools and have those mentorship programs for the young people. Because again, I feel like we are losing our society, our generation during that period of adolescence and teenagehood. I think that is the most delicate stage, and we'll be working with the schools, and also doing more of projects that can help the community. Because I feel also the lack of employment for the young people has created a lot of mental health impact on us. And I feel like if we are able to, as a team, because everybody is bringing something on board, I feel like what we have, we can give it back to the community. And I feel like by offering such trainings, mentoring the young people, and also creating job employment for them will be something that will be impactful in general for the community. So we have a lot coming. We'll be doing this more often so that I can be able to tell you where we are at as a community. But again, there is something for everyone, of course, as long as you have an open mind. Whether you're coming in as a mentee or a volunteer or part of Kizazi Wellness, there is always something for you.
Can you share one success story that motivates you to continue with the Kizazi or the mentorship to the community?
Okay. The success stories that I can say that have impacted us as Kizazi or motivates us as a team is having or hearing people bring their feedback. Maybe they were going through challenges, and maybe they were having difficulties in their relationship, or they are able to not feel alone anymore. Because again, I feel like social isolation has been one of the things that people have not addressed so far. And I feel like by virtue of what we've been doing, a lot of people have been bringing such feedback. And also, I've had a lot of people who have connected to various, counselors, and they've sought help. Also, I've had to see them transform their lives. So that one has been a win for us, and that motivates us. And by virtue of the feedback that they bring to us, for me, I feel like that is something that keeps us going as a Kizazi team. So yeah, there's a lot I can say, but I think that's it for now.
How do you measure impact on your programs?
Okay. For me, I feel like when we are able to go to the ground, like for example, the few places that we have visited, and the way we put ourselves out there, and the way we get feedbacks from the directors and the people we find on the ground, like the teen moms, the vulnerable people like in prisons, and young people like in schools. The way you see there's the way when you go there and they look at you, and when you're leaving, the way they don't want you to go. That one is something that is very interesting, and for us it's something that is, yeah, it's a good thing for us.
Yeah, you have mentioned that you are the director of Kizazi. What are the challenges you have faced at this point? At this point, that is.
Okay. As you all know, Kizazi is a volunteer kind of community or an organization. So basically, as we are growing, because we are still growing, we are in the growth phase. Some of the challenges that I can say I've faced as an individual or as the director is limited funds. The funding. Also, I found that partnership also is quite something. But again, I feel also that one we have been able to crack that one. Initially, it was an issue, but I feel like right now people are more open by virtue of creating an awareness. People are more open to partner with us, and also funding and maybe some backlash, because again, mental health is something that is can be uncomfortable at times, because you're dealing with issues that people really don't want to address. So having to create awareness, you find a lot of backlash and a lot of stigma when you're trying to put your this kind of education across. So you find a lot of people, they are kind of few people per se, they are not yet there when it comes to mental health. But I know it's lack of resources and awareness, lack of knowledge about mental health. But when people understand it, I think they are warm to it. Yeah.
Uh, uh, you have mentioned about lack of knowledge about the mentorship.
Uh-huh.
And I want to know that if now, like example, I'm a boda guy.
Mm-hmm.
Can I join Kizazi? Yet I don't have the mentorship background.
Oh yeah, I feel like for me now, how I'm trying to found this to lead this organization. For me, I believe everyone has something. We are not defined by virtue of what you're doing for a living, by your background, all the circumstances or issue you had to go through. For me, I feel like everyone has something, and that's why I encourage my team members to feel like they belong, because that experience that you had to go through, it's something, and somebody somewhere might be going through the same, and they just need that motivation, or to see someone who has been able to make it despite what they have had to go through, or to be motivated by someone who has not been deterred by what they have had to go through. So for me, I feel like everyone has something to bring on the table. You just need to believe and to have an open mind that, okay, I may not be able to have that mentorship in me, or to know how to handle delicate cases, because we are dealing with vulnerable people who have gone through trauma issues, a lot of issues. So they are delicate people that we are dealing with. I feel like by me being the director, I'm trying to make sure that people get to understand actually how to go about these things, the sensitivity of the work, so that we can be able to handle the people on the ground with professionalism. And also by virtue of being working as a team, it is something that I have realized that is something that is very impactful, especially for Kizazi Wellness, because were it not for us working as a team, I think this thing could have fallen apart, because only few of us has, the psychological background. But again, we have been impactful regardless of, the profession or the occupation that you have as a person. So I feel like if you believe that you can be able to make change, or you believe that we need a better tomorrow, I think everyone can come on board and get to learn some values, and to understand how we operate. And then along the way, as we mentor you, you become something, you can be able to at least stand somewhere and represent Kizazi as a team. Yeah.
Wow. So how do you motivate your volunteers or the members that you have right now, and for them who wants to join the Kizazi?
Okay. However, I motivate my team members. Apart from the words of affirmation, I allow them to volunteer, and I also remind them that they are important, because they need to be mentally okay to be able to handle this kind of demand, because this is more of charity. It's like you're giving back to the community. Like I said, we are a volunteer group, and being there for everybody else despite you going through your own issues can be something that is very hard for most people. So I allow them to volunteer. I also allow them to do partnering with us, because again, they are professionals in different areas. So actually, with by the way I'm planning it to be in the near future, I want each and every one of them to be able to be absorbed in our projects and initiatives that will become, or the programs that we'll be having in the near future. I want them to have something to benefit from all this. in one or the other, because I have all of them, they are professionals actually. They've really, really worked on themselves. So by partnering with them is also another thing that I'm looking forward to, because so far, we are doing volunteering. Also, by mentoring them so that they can be able to stand, in front of people and be impactful as a mental health advocate is something that, for me, I think I've been enjoying so far. Also, yeah, I think that is basically it. I could say a lot of things, but I would really want them to be here at least and say the much they've benefited from Kizazi. But of now, I think that is it.
Wow, that's good. Now, what are the qualities to be a member of Kizazi Wellness Hub?
Okay. The qualities we are looking for is actually a lot of professionalism, because how we conduct ourselves tells a lot about us. So I feel like how we handle ourselves, the professionalism is very important. Um, Also, I feel like teamwork is very, very important, because for us, without the teamwork, we could not be able to be where we are at. Also, I feel like we need to make sure that we are open-minded to learn, because that is also something I feel like we some of us may not be able to be there. And also, I feel if we are able to come on board and bring whatever, believing in yourself is also something that I feel like it's important. Among other things, yeah, there's a lot I could add on that. But basically, I think what is most important is the professionalism, the teamwork, the ability to get to learn, and also to give what you have, because giving is not something that is for everyone, and being a volunteering kind of, you're giving your resources, your time, and everything that may be needed to have this program going. Yeah.
So, Kizazi, it's open for me to join as a host today.
Oh yeah, Kizazi, we need as many people as we can, because yeah, we can never get too much of everybody. As I mentioned, we are growing. We are still in our growth phase, because we need to have people in different places. Actually, the long term goal is to be an organization, a big organization, and expand beyond our country, Kenya. So basically, we need as many people as possible to come and help us do this work about mental health. I know every one of us had to go through mental health challenges. By virtue of you living your life is already stressful. That is a mental health, challenge. So I feel like we are always open to have more people, as long as you're willing to learn and to understand how we conduct Kizazi Wellness. Then I feel like you can be part of us whenever you're ready. We are ready for you. Yeah.
So I'm joining them today. At this point,
Welcome.
she will add me to the group right now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
How is Kizazi Wellness Hub funded, or how do you fund Kizazi to go to those community groups and to know? We have talked about somewhere you went earlier. How did you get the funds to go there?
Well, Kizazi, as of now, we are working with partners. We are partnering with people. So there are supporters who are willing to come through for us, especially when we are going to the ground to do our outreach programs. So partnership has been working for us. Also, my team members, they do understand that these are volunteer kind of a thing. So for them, being altruistic as they are able to fund or to volunteer to give whatever they are able to for us to go to such a place to facilitate the transport and maybe whatever we need to carry with us. So we usually make sure that we are getting into our pockets and maybe doing some of these things. We have potential donors, but we are still working around that. And also, we are always open to donations. If people have something you can give us, because we have the places that actually we've been going to is more of teen moms and children homes. And, so if you have anything that maybe you feel like you would want to give to us so that we can take to them, we can combine with what we already have and then we can take to them. So basically, as of now, that is what. But in the future, we are actually planning, or we are hoping to get more grants and partnership and more donors coming in. That is the future, because we have a few who have shown interest, but of course we are working around that. Yep.
So, what is the goal, or what is the organization goal for the long term, or for the short term and the long term? Talking about short term, I'm talking about maybe 0 to 5 years or 0 to 10 years to the long term.
As I mentioned earlier, as of now, we are doing mostly we are doing more volunteering. We're in piloting program stages where we are offering a lot of free services. We are actually creating awareness. We're doing psychoeducation. We are having support groups. If you want to join our support group, you can reach us. Also, we are able to do mentorship programs, which also we are doing. It's volunteer, or what we call CSR. That is what we are doing as of now. And, that is basically us as of now. But in the future, because most people don't really want us to end it at CSR, they want to partner with us. So going forward, I think we'll be having a lot of partnership coming in. And also we'll be having all those workshop trainings and projects and programs coming in. And of course, if we get more people coming in, we'll have to expand it from more than just operating within our country or our county. So that is the future.
Wow.
Yeah.
So eventually you want to open it globally, per se.
Actually, that's the whole plan, because mental health. When we have to, we empower the community around us. There are other people who would want to benefit from this, and they are not able maybe to reach us because we are maybe in one place. So expanding this program to various places, and also actually partnering with people in different countries and doing this mentorship and psychoeducation and creating awareness. Basically, doing it globally is the goal.
Oh.
Yeah.
So wait Kizazi to Uganda, South Africa, Nigeria, Madagascar, and even Jamaica. Hey, my people from Jamaica.
Yeah.
So how can members contribute as per now?
I think members right now, what they should do, or I feel they should do, is actually continue doing what they're doing, because of course they've been very supportive. Because like I said, this started as an idea, and seeing them actualize it and coming together and bringing their brains and their experiences. Some of them are very experienced, and I feel like by what they are doing, they should continue doing that. Volunteering, of course, until we get to where we are supposed to get. Also, if they can be able to create more awareness at mental health advocacy, that could be a good thing, because again, there's that gap. We can never be too many of us creating this awareness. Every day I'm creating awareness, I notice that we have a lot of work to do, because again, we find that we are still dealing with a lot of issues like depression, people unaliving themselves, breakups. A lot of people are lost in all the challenges that are happening, and they don't really understand where to seek help. So if we create more awareness about this and do mental health advocacy, I feel like we don't need to have a psychological background for us to do this. You just need to have an understanding and an interest in it. And then when you do more research about it, you can be able to create that awareness from the basic level. It starts from where you are. When you create that safe space where you are, then people around you, they get to be comfortable. People around you, they can get to get the first-hand experience of what mental health awareness is all about, or having that emotional well-being is all about. And then you can be able to expand it, now further to various people and reach out to more people. And yeah, so I feel like if we are able to do that as a team, I think we can reach more people. This is not a one person kind of job. Yeah.
What is the most rewarding experience as the director of Kizazi?
Oh yeah, that one. You know, for me, when you're in this kind of space, you're talking about mental health. Mental health is not something tangible. It's not something that you say, "Oh, I've made this stool." It's not something that it's tangible. You can be able to look and see, okay, now that stool is now standing and I can put something on it. Basically, when you talk about mental health, it's about the psychological, emotional. These are issues that are not seen. But when you see someone come and they give their gratitude and they tell you know what, I was in the verge of unaliving myself, but when I heard you say this and that, and I just stood there and I listened to you, and I'm here because of what you said that day, that is rewarding to me. When I hear someone say my family was falling apart, but we were able to seek help or to reach out to the number that you gave us, for me, that is so satisfying. By me seeing someone going through a major relationship challenge, and and I help them, or I try to be there for them, and I see the growth in them, and I see them making the right decisions, and the emotional resilience that comes from that, it makes me feel proud because it comes from a willing heart to see impact. Because again, when we talk about mental health, it's not about what I tell you as an individual. I'm just a facilitator. But when I see you putting the work and doing it, that is evident enough by how you'll be conducting yourself. You can be able to see this one has been taking things seriously and literally, and their mindset is focused on making the changes. So for me, that is something that is very rewarding to me, seeing people transform their lives from here to there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Big up to those people who are reaching out to Kizazi and who are the beneficiaries there. See you soon. We want to see you here and elaborate more, maybe, if possible. What keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated? You seeing Kizazi grow from an idea to a vision, and seeing a lot of people come on board. Because something I've come to realize is that sometimes we may be dreaming, because I've dreamt so many dreams. And let me tell you, Kizazi was something I didn't even know it would be known as Kizazi. But for me, having gone through a very hard life, I feel like this was something I really wanted to do from a very young age. I always wanted to give back to the community. And I went through a life changing kind of a situation that made me grow up very fast. And I looked at life and I was like, if this is what life is all about, then what is life really? You know? But when I continued living life and showing up for myself every single day, what kept me motivated is not even what I had. Actually, it was more about the impact that I'll bring, my story, how impactful it will be. One day I'll talk about it, but yeah, I'll have a chance to talk about that. But this was just an idea. And I mentioned it when I was doing most of my work digitally, and people literally took it serious. And seeing it, become something is something that has been keeping me motivated. And what we represent, Kizazi is not any other organization. Kizazi is more about, seeing people. We want to see young people not go through what we had to go through because we lacked information. We lacked awareness. We lacked that support. We lacked supportive people. Our parents, we have noticed as of now that they did the best they could at that time, but life has changed so much, and parents are lacking the right information. And you find that by us being Kizazi, we have that chance to create that awareness to our parents, our teachers, the effect that how they handle us as kids, the effect it has on us as adults. So us being able to go out there and tell people, you know what, it's not too late for you. Even if you're an adult right now, it's not too late for you to to build something or to become somebody, and also being able to serve the young ones who are coming, being able to prevent them going through that by virtue of creating that awareness. For me, I feel that is something that will keep Kizazi going for a long time. Yeah.
I'm almost crying. What community wellness? Why is community wellness important today?
Community wellness is very important actually in today's society because when you talk about community, we are talking about a group of people, right? And when you talk about a group of people, I feel like we are talking about me and you and the other person. That means that you will not be walking life alone. So creating that awareness as a community is very important because that is where you get the support groups. That is where you get the support system. That is where you get the information that you didn't have. So community awareness is very important for us as a Kizazi because again, even what we usually tell people, the young or vulnerable, people when you visit them, we usually tell them you are here and standing strong because you have all these people around you. That is a whole community that has been created for you. You are able to process the challenges that you're going through because you have that person there next to you who can, be there for you. Um, and saying that, you can try to look at it in a way that if you are that one person who had to go through life alone, you have realized that there's a way you feel like you don't belong. You feel disconnected. You feel like you're overwhelmed and you don't even know where to turn to. But when you are working with a community like us Kizazi Wellness, I tend to look at us as a community, and I hope everybody as they feel like they are part of a community because you are not walking this life alone. You have a family, you have a group, you have people who will show up for you even when you're going through something today. uh, we as Kizazi, if you are part of my initiative, uh, I think they should know by now that we are a family. And even if you're going through a challenge, it starts from home, and Kizazi is our home. So community awareness is very important to me as an individual. And that is what we want to create awareness about. Whichever community you're in, you need to make it feel like home. You got each other, And when we are working in one accordance, we can be able to reach more people because we'll be preaching one language and practically showing them what it means to be a family. So that is how important community awareness is all about.
What role does mental health play in organization of maybe a workplace or something like that?
Okay. Mental health is the heart of the work that we do, because actually this idea was born from mental health. When we talk about mental health, we are not talking about psychosis or these people going through bipolar. Is not only about the disorders. Mental health is about how you live your life. How do you think? How do you partake challenges? How do you go about it? What are the coping mechanisms that you use? How do you see relationship? What are your expectations in life? Who are you? Like, how are you living life? Is what are you missing? What part of you feels disconnected? Mental health is basically what we are all about. I think mental health is us, like Kizazi, because that is what we are creating awareness about. We want people to feel like, despite feeling like you have a lot going on, or maybe you feel like you're not connected. I feel like when we create awareness about mental health, we are able to understand ourselves better and approach life without fear. We can be able to build that emotional resilience. We can be able to have all these skills that we need to face life. Because, for me, skills are tools. When we talk about communication skills, we're talking about you being able to communicate your needs to someone, to communicate your boundaries with someone without feeling, kind of you're saying it the wrong way. When you understand how to communicate, your relationship become better. People get to understand you. You get the help that you need. When you talk about assertive skills, you're able to protect your peace. You're able to stand and not feel ashamed. So mental health is very important for Kizazi. Actually, it's the heart of everything that we are doing right now. And I feel like it's something that will be using, to hold us together. Yeah.
What message would you like every Kizazi member to carry forward?
For everyone who is part of this initiative, I want them to know that they're important. They are very important to me. And they are more than what they had to go through. They are more than what they perceive they are bringing on the table. Because, you might feel like you're giving too much, but the impact that you're bringing on the ground is very important, and it's rare and it's needed. We are not mentors because we have a lot. We are mentors because we believe there's change that can come by virtue of showing up, by virtue of listening. So I want them to believe that whatever idea that you might be having, be it a business, be it anything that you could be dreaming about, it's much possible. You just need to say it and people are going to show up for you. So let it not limit you, the resources that you have or how you're perceiving life. It's basically your mind. When I talk about the mind, it's something that is very interesting because there's a way your mind can show you life is, but the reality is different. And you only know that when you speak out your mind. When you speak out your mind, you get to get feedback from people, and then you understand, oh, maybe my mind was lying to me. Maybe that is not how people perceive me. So just believe in yourself. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you're aspiring, we as Kizazi, we're going to be there for you. And we'll support each other like you're supporting the whole dream and the vision of, Kizazi, creating impact on the ground. Yep.
Now, as a leader, what will you tell other leaders, the young leaders who are yet, who have the vision to start something, and they are still contradicting themselves, maybe, or they are thinking this thing will not work out? So how will you advise that small leader or that leader who wants to start something, but has the second thought of, then I'm starting, then what? What will be born of it when I'm starting? What is that you will advise me as a young leader, maybe? Because maybe in a field like yours, maybe there are others who want to start something like this. Or maybe someone wants to start something charitable.
Yeah.
How can we motivate that leader to start it?
This message will go to everyone who wants to start something, or they are having second thoughts in starting something. For me, what I'll tell them is that don't be afraid. And I practically don't mean don't be afraid. I mean, be afraid, but wake up and do something. Because and people will not support something they don't know. But by virtue of you waking up and doing something about it, people are willing to support that, because people don't really want to understand the nitty-gritties of how you have structured it in your mind. They just want to see the passion and the effort and the energy that you're putting towards that thing. And people will come in for you. I believe there are still good people outside there, regardless of the things that I've noticed. A lot of people have had to go through a lot of things. But I feel like if you believe in yourself, then everything aligns itself, and God always creates that. He brings along the right people on your way. So for me, if you have a dream or you have something that you want to do, don't be afraid. Just put yourself out there. It might be shaking at first. It might be you might be wondering what people will, but don't let that voice, take you there. You need to empower yourself. You have to have positive self-talk. Tell yourself you can do this. Tell yourself, what's the worst that can happen if I try, and what is the worst that can happen if I don't try. So just put yourself out there with whatever you have. You might not have it all figured out, but along the way, you'll get people who will help you figure it out. Because even as Kizazi, initiative, I will not lie to you. I didn't have it all figured out strategically how it was supposed to be. But when I started working with my team members from the first day, I noticed it was going to be a big thing, And you know what? We just started, I didn't know even how we started it. It just started happening, you know, and that is the power of teamwork. So when you believe in yourself, you don't need to have it all figured out from, you know, from A to Z, you know, even 10 years from now, you know, you just need to have an idea of what you want it to become. And then along the way, uh, people who align with that vision and goal will come through. They will come with the resources. You don't need to have millions to start something. I usually tell people you don't even have to have, you know, everything to even start that business that you want to start. You just need to have the idea and a small something and the courage to start, and then everything will, you know, it will come along. Yeah.
Now, I'm here, but I don't have even your contacts, or I don't even have your social media handles. How can I meet and interact with the Kizazi? How can I join the Kizazi fraternity?
Okay. Kizazi Wellness, you can find us on different social media handles. We are on TikTok, Kizazi Wellness Hub. You can find us on Facebook, Kizazi Wellness Hub. We are also on LinkedIn, the same name, Kizazi Wellness Hub. We are having a YouTube channel. Yeah, we are working around that also. It's already existing. The same name, Kizazi Wellness Hub. You can also, if you want to partner with us, if you want to volunteer, and maybe you are not on social media, you can use our contact. I'm gonna give you two because one is not yet on registered on WhatsApp. You can find us through 014381146 That is the number you can call or send your donations with. The other number is 07 320 That you can find us even on WhatsApp. Yeah. And we have our email, Kizazi Wellness with a single L, hub at gmail.com. That is our email. Yep.
I'll repeat the number that I have gotten, and it's easy for me. You have said 0732 078032.
Yes.
I'm a sharp boy.
Yeah, thank you. That's the number.
Oh, so partner with Kizazi Wellness Hub in any way. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. I think you're not in Twitter.
We are not in X Spaces yet, but we'll work around that also.
Yeah. Because there are people who like tweet X. They don't know Facebook. They just like X. So you will work on X. That is.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. Yeah.
So YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, Kizazi Wellness Hub. Join there, support the work they are doing. They are doing a great job. Support them. Join as a member. They are open to all. Globally, it doesn't limit you because you are in Jamaica and they are in Kenya. No. They are open to everyone. Sorry for that. I've already joined and I have not even said my name. I have not even taken the number, but I have the number in my head. So thank you very much for listening to this video. See you soon.